I'm gonna start with Neo. Why do so many countries treat Haitians and Nigerians like an absolute plague they need to keep out?
Oh
Ooh,
gosh.
you asking me this first?
Take it, Dion. You take it
Yeah, go
first.
ahead, Neo.
I'm gonna be honest. It's because they're poorly behaved wherever they go. And I hate to really, excuse me, eight, great, whatever the replacement is for that. I love TikTok shot. But it's true. Look at their behavior. Whenever they go somewhere, they try to recreate where they come from, and they had their own little enclaves. And 9 times out of 10, the shit is filthy. And a lot of like, if you look at Europe right now, I can't believe how nasty Europe is.
Yeah.
And I understand wanting to help people, but you can't invite people into your home that's not going to respect your home and tear it up. So they have, these poor reputations, especially Nigerians, of scamming. The simple fact that everybody is banning the young people from Nigeria ought to tell you something. Even a place like Dubai that thrives off of, those type of demographics coming there and using them as, undercover slave labor pretty much because they take their passports and work them real crazy. But the fact that they was like, no, we don't even want y'all young folks there. You gotta either be younger than 18, what is it, older than 55 before you can even come over here because they don't like how they act. And it's the same thing here in the US. It's like I can understand having pride and being proud of your ethnicity and who you are and where you come from. But you shouldn't be doing that shit at the detriment of the host country that you're in. And that's what I don't think they understand. They'll do shit and they'll act like it's okay because they did that shit at home, but you ain't at home. And not everybody wants to tolerate that mess. So then
Mm.
they talk about, you're just doing it just because you don't like us. It ain't that we don't personally like you. We just don't like how you act when you here. So you don't know how to behave. So stay your ass at home. And I'll lay in there. I could go on forever, but the fact that I've seen them act up in the way they act in Japan,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't. And Japan is one of them places. If you mind your business, Japan ain't gonna mess with you. Long as you don't disrespect their culture, they ain't gonna disrespect you because they have a culture of respect. But the fact that they is just like they can't stand them mofos, like that ought to tell you something.
Mm. I got a question before I let Candace go. Do you think it's a part of Nigerian culture to be not so clean or what's the word I want to say? Like
Native.
just like how when people go to these native countries, I mean go like when people flee to these Western countries or countries that's clean.
I think it's a blind spot for them.
Why you
When
say
you're
that?
you, so I remember seeing a post, and I use this as an example. This one girl who was in her 20s already has 6 kids or whatever, and she was posting about it, asking for help, and one of her teachers helped her out. Now, mind you, the girl, thought she was cleaning her house, but she didn't realize, that her walls and her cabinets needed to be wiped down. But she didn't see it until somebody pointed it out to her. It was like, hey, baby, you need to take a rag and wipe the walls and whatever. And somebody bought her some cleaning supplies. And I say that to say that when you're in something and this is your norm, that you're from day one, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times you don't realize the dirt, or the spots or the areas that you can correct unless somebody point it out to you. And for me, the simple fact that that's how they shit look on a regular, they don't see nothing wrong with that. And then that's why they'll literally turn around and say, hey, our hoods and stuff look the same as theirs. And then all they're looking at is, oh, it's a rundown building or whatever. And we like, nah, we may have some rundown buildings and it might not be the cleanest shit, but our shit still got running water, electricity, you know what I'm saying, heat and all this other stuff. So I honestly think it's just That some of them don't see it. Now some of them might, but I don't think a lot of them see it. They used to walking around in dingy shirts and shit like that, so that's their norm.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't. I've literally dealt with this in the military where I've had sailors, like I had to teach them how to clean, like because they come from filth, unfortunately, and they don't understand that, hey, when you clean the toilet, not only do you clean inside the bowl, but you wipe outside the bowl, and then you mop around the floor and
Wow.
stuff like that. So sometimes I can see that there are some blind spots, but everywhere they go is trash everywhere. Is the building materials are really just third world type shit, and that's all they used to seeing. So they're used to seeing trash everywhere, so they don't understand that, hey, when you throw your trash out, that means to take it out to the dumpster and not um throw it in the hallway or throw it down the stairs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
But
I understand there is a gap there, and
but but
but
neo
they don't want to
souls,
learn though.
this my thing though.
They don't want to
Like
learn.
when I go places, let's say it ain't just gotta be clean places, but I adapt to where I'm going to, right? Um, and if I see people doing this, I'm going to do what the people are doing. So if I'm coming from a filthy environment of life, then I go to a clean environment of life. Something in my head gonna click, gonna be like, okay, how
Right.
these people living over here, they're they not they don't come from where I'm come from. So therefore, I should pick up behind myself. What's up, Mutundi? I should pick up
Indeed.
behind myself. I should, attach myself to people that's clean or do what they doing. You get what I'm saying? I heard, and I'm finna let Candace go.
But I get what you're saying though. But you got
Yeah,
sometimes people legit have blind spots. They don't realize it's a blind spot, and
They
sometimes
were
the
never
teacher
taught
point it
it.
out.
Right. Mm-hmm.
but it's
Yeah,
it, but
because
okay, blind spot never taught it. But if you go into an environment that you're not used, like
Mm-hmm.
if I go to prison right now, I understand prison life gonna be different from civilian life.
Yeah.
You get what I'm
They
saying?
don't.
yeah.
So
They
I'm
don't.
going
They
to
don't have
adapt to
that.
prison life.
They don't
But
have the
see,
emotional
prison life is
intelligence though to
different
pick
though.
that up,
Prison life
Brian.
is structured. When
Okay,
you come
okay.
in there, they gonna strip you, whatever. It's just like the military. They gonna strip you. They gonna tell you what it is, and these are the rules you
Okay.
gonna follow. And you may, once you get comfortable, be able to get around some of that shit. But cool. But everybody, what I'm
They don't
saying,
got
wearing the
sense.
same fit to some extent or whatever. But it ain't like that when, what I'm saying, you basically just using whatever you can as building materials to get by, and you don't have a regular system to pick up trash and keep it off the street and stuff like that. So when you come somewhere
So
else, a lot of times that stuff is a blind spot. Like when I lived in
thank you, Black
Japan,
American.
hey y'all, I'm gonna wrap it up right quick. When I lived in Japan, now we sort our recyclables here
Hold on, girl. I'm
um
gonna have to mute you. Go ahead.
in
Yeah.
Japan. We got recycling here, but in Japan it's totally different. I had to
Mm-hmm.
go to the store when it comes to trash and buy these special bags. Everybody in the fucking country uses it. Use a special bag. When you throw away a water bottle, the lid, the plastic lid and ring around it goes in one type of recycling. The plastic label goes in a different one, and the bottle goes in something totally different. We don't do no shit like that in America when we recycling plastic. We just throw the whole fucking thing in the plastic bin and be done with it. But if you do that shit in Japan, not
They gonna get you.
only they gonna get you, and they will bring your
Mm-hmm.
trash back to your door and tell you to come fucking get it and fix it. If you
Okay.
throw it out there and be like whatever, they'll sort it. No, they'll figure out that it's your shit and literally tell you to come down to the trash room and get your trash and fix that shit. Like,
I'm with
so
you.
it is so when you don't know, you don't know. But I had to learn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody told me I needed to go and buy these bags and do the X, Y, and Z.
But that's different though. That's
But
different
I
though,
figured it
Neo.
out. But what I'm saying is we're the type
But
of
you
people
ain't
that
throwing
figure
trash in Japan because you see how clean they you see
They
right,
how strict they
adapt.
are.
Yeah.
right.
Maybe I'm not
But
understanding.
hold on, let me what I'm saying is that we will go out of
What up,
our
Day Day?
way to try to respect
Day
what they're
Day.
doing and not be a problem. For
Got you.
them, they don't care about that. They just happy to be there.
Okay,
And they
okay.
don't understand that
They don't have
they're
the
not
emotional
trying to
intelligence.
assimilate. Yeah, they're
to
not
pick up
trying
on
to
that.
assimilate or try to
Right.
figure out what's going
So
on.
we
They just
so
going
are
to
we
do what
We're
saying
they
that
selfish as
know.
hell.
Nigerians? So hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off. So are we saying that Nigerians, Haitians, and certain people from the like people from India and stuff like that, they just don't understand and they just kind of like you
They
know?
don't
I'm
have
not
sense.
saying that they
They
don't
ain't got no motherfucking sense,
understand.
bro.
They have the
They ain't got
blind
sense, bro.
spot. They have a blind spot that they don't realize they need to get their shit together because ain't nobody where they come from told them they had to get that shit together. So they go somewhere else and don't even think about it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, okay, I got you, Neo Soul. My bad, Neo
But that
Soul.
that doesn't excuse them from their behavior though, because the shit is
Yeah,
nasty.
they
I'm
just don't
sorry.
got just like Kamal said, they don't got home training.
They got somebody
But
said
what
They
they
is
don't
your
haven't been
have
taught home.
sense.
definition
They
of
don't
home
know what
training
home
though?
training is.
But what is your definition of home training? Because our definition of home training sure ain't the fucking same as
They don't have a
theirs.
home. They don't even
Okay,
have a
okay,
home. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? They barely got four walls, bro. So how
You
they gonna
know
have
what?
homes? You know?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me move around just for one
All
second.
right,
What's up,
go
Quake?
ahead, because I'm
No, no,
washing
you
clothes
good? Cause
anyway.
I got come. Cause you got me. You got me on that Neo, and I
I
can't
can't.
joke on you no more. Q I
Now
A.
you can joke on me. I'm gonna just
No,
give it
no,
Go
back
to
cause
to
the.
you.
It's an African on your panel. Did you want to address?
Yeah.
yeah, QI. What's her name? QIA. She must be on. Well, go ahead, Candace. You go, Candace. Then we got Native.
Okay. Are you there, dog? You have to unmute. Okay.
What's her name?
I'm
She went on
see.
teacup as soon as
Kyo,
we started
Kyo,
talking about her.
Kiani. You may just drop
Kiani.
her down. She may be reporting you, bro. I don't know.
Oh,
Sometimes
well,
when they
just
come up here,
drop
they
her.
can report. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
come
be
back up when
dropping.
you're able to talk, lady. Um,
Yeah.
no,
Thanks.
I agree with Neo. My answer to the question, why do so many countries treat Haitians and Nigerians like an absolute plague they need to keep out? I think that they don't the intellectual IQ or the emotional IQ about assimilating. They really come with a very colonized mind, and they try to, push it on everyone else. It's very rudimentary kind of thinking, like very basic level one thinking. They don't understand how to mesh themselves into a complex environment like ours, like a first world nation, like that we've created here. They're confused, and because they have such a deficit in becoming who we are, they go to the insults. They go to ad hominems and personal attacks and things like that. And they start screaming louder the talking points that they were given about us because they really don't, most of the time, didn't even know Black Americans. They just see us on TV and whatever version of that comes out, not to understand that we are extremely diverse people. And, we are the progenitors of the new school and schools of thought and stuff like that. We are innovators. So they have no idea who we are. And they come over here and they really just like almost like try to have little colonies. I don't, what I'm saying? So people don't like it. And it's not clean colonies. It's dirty. You know what I'm saying? It's like mimicking what they have at home, which
But how
is
dirty
a really
though?
failed
So
state. It's disgusting, Brian.
okay,
Like you've
Candace.
seen,
But
yeah,
hold on, Candace. I know you flowing. I don't want to lose your train of thought. Just remember where you put it at.
it's okay.
So
I
are
already
you
lost it.
saying
It's
that
okay.
they
What's
only
up?
feel comfortable with being around dirt? So when they go to a clean country, because Neo Soul trying to be, cookie cutter with it. But this is why I'm trying to get
I'm
Neo.
gonna go ahead and say it. I think it is that.
So you think that's what they want to see? So Neo, this is what I was trying to
It's
say.
familiar. It feels familiar to
It
them.
feels
You know what I'm
familiar.
saying?
Funk.
Right. Yeah.
Because people say
Dirt everywhere. Yeah.
don't Europe smell right now, Neo or
Smells
Candace
like a
or
zoo. It
anybody?
smells like a zoo over there. They say you
Yes.
smell the
It
piss
stinks
in the
right now.
air.
You smell
Yeah.
the
So do you
piss in the
think?
streets, the trash, all of that
Zoo,
shit.
bro. Think about
So
going to the
we
zoo.
saying that Africans want to bring the funk to a clean area. That's what we saying.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's their mission, right? To
I
go
don't
funk it
think
up.
so. I
Leave
don't think
roads
that that's
wherever you go.
intentionally their plan, but it
But that's
I
is
what
think
they
it
comfortable
is.
with though,
because they
Neo.
carrying that funk with them. So they don't.
Okay,
But see, they
okay,
nose
They
blind. They
functified, you know what I'm
nose
saying?
okay,
blind to it.
okay. I got you. I got go ahead and finish, Candace. My bad. Keep continue.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, agreed with that. I agreed that they do. Maybe they're missionaries of funk. I don't know what I'm saying. They bring their shit. their way of life, and to us, it's disgusting, right? We don't like it. They're musty, exactly. Our confidence. They
He
don't
comments,
got no
bro.
home training and shit. You bring them into it, but they don't know how to like assimilate to it. They just tear the shit up. So you know what I'm saying? It was a guy who went to
What up, Diamond?
the airport. He was newly a new immigrant, and he was like, "You can drink out of basically out of the commode or the toilet. It's so clean."
Toilet.
Yeah, he was. It was like a viral video about that. I have to find it and send it to you. Basically, I don't know if y'all have seen it in the chat and stuff, but it's a guy who goes and he's like, "Look, you can wash and bathe in this shit in the bathroom at the airport because the shit was clean." Because you imagine where they come from, where there's nothing but dust and dirt and
That is the
funk
most
and
disgusting
shit
shit I'd ever heard,
everywhere.
Candace. I'm sorry.
Yeah. And the
Wow.
bad, the airport, man, that's why they be cleaning it, but like, if the motherfucker wanted to drink like a fountain or something like that from the
I won't
fucking
even let my
toilet.
dog drink out the
And
toilet.
so,
Like what the
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
it's bad. It's bad. I'll land there. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Shout out to everyone in the comment section, man. The jokes are writing themselves, man. That's why I don't never want to get on y'all bad side, cause y'all be roasting the hell out of folks. But the comments are hilarious. Before I let Native go, can we get the likes up, please? Can we please get these likes up, man? Cause
Tap
they
the
is.
screen.
Yeah, just tap the screen for me. If you don't want to send me no gifts, send my panel some gifts. I would greatly appreciate that. Send my panel some gifts if y'all can. Just send them a rose or something. But anyway, what up, Native? How you doing?
What up? What up, y'all?
Hey,
Okay.
native.
Hey fam, hey fam. I'll be quick. Because I agree basically with what everyone is saying. And we talk about places like Haiti, Nigeria, and even like India. And the only reason I bring up India because we got a lot of Indians in my apartment complex. But places like
Ugh.
Haiti, Haiti,
Hey, where you at? Where
Nigeria.
you at? What state you in?
I'm in Philly, PA.
Oh
Thanks,
man.
PA.
Yeah. When they talk about having a culture, we have to understand what culture are they talking about. What is their culture? And for me, when I look at the things that they bring over coming here to America, it's a very regressive culture. And part of the reason I'm going around kind of coming on live, so I'm trying to get more people um I'm trying to get more people to hopefully sign my petition because here in Philly, they've designated a portion of Southwest Philly, my old neighborhood, to Africa Town. Now
Oh,
in
I
that
saw that.
neighborhood, yeah. So with the influx of different African immigrants coming over to Philly specifically, I don't still live there, but my cousins do. And I'm not making this up. The African immigrants over there are shitting in the streets of Philly, and
Shut up, man. No, man.
Come
Native.
they've had
on,
Hold
they
on.
native.
Hold on,
Really?
Native. Native. Hold on. Hold on.
Oh my god.
I don't mean don't lose your train of thought. So are you saying that Africans are coming to Philadelphia and pooping in the middle of the street? Is that what you're saying?
yes, and they've had to call the cops because of it.
Hold on, wait. Can I unpack this for 1 second? Just so are these fresh
Hey,
off the
hold on.
boat
If you
Africans
poop
or
in front of my
Africans that
house,
been
I'm spraying you with the hose and bleach. I'm
Native,
telling
I
you
did not
right
know that was
now.
hold on, Nia.
happening.
Nia, I gotta ask Native this question though. So from your eyeball, from your eye test, when you see these Africans, right? Do they look like they fresh off the boat or they been in America for at least 2 or 3 years?
I can't tell, but I know it's people who are second, first, and recent immigrants
Shut the fuck
who
up,
are
bro.
still
Come
Whoa.
carrying
on.
the same cultural practices of their mother and grandparents. That's what's happening here in Southwest. Because when they
Mm.
come over saying, "Oh, we're all doctors and lawyers," that shit is not true. The crime rate in Southwest Philly has skyrocketed. They are shitting in the streets, and my old neighborhood where my grandma and my family fought for integration has been turned to shit since they've came in.
No. Native,
Wow.
that's shocking to hear. I didn't know that Philly, that's going on down in Philly, bro.
Yeah.
I'm
Wait.
telling you, if I see that in front of my
It's
house on the
on.
street,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
let you have
mad.
it.
Calling the
I'm-
cops.
Shit, they better call the cops because by the time I get done with them, they gonna need paramedics.
My God.
Mm-mm.
I'm so sorry that's
Native.
happening, Native. Wow.
Native. I'm sorry. I'm a shit connoisseur, right? So how long this been going on?
Brian, let's not restart that
Brian
I
conversation.
ain't
is
gonna start it,
speechless.
but it just
Brian, you got him speechless over
it's
there.
bothering me
No.
though. This
Yeah,
because
he's
it's
struggling with
like
this one, girl.
he
Shit
said
kind of
these are a
sewer.
couple generations in, or some might be off the boat. And it goes back to what I was asking Candace and Neo. Like when these people come here, they can't assimilate. They, you know what I'm saying? It's something. It got to be something in your spirit to be like, okay, let me wean myself off on shitting in the middle of the street on what I'm used to doing in my homeland because I don't see Americans pooping in the middle of the street. So there's nothing in them native. Go
Brian,
ahead, Native. I'm sorry.
don't you believe Native when he says that it is the
I
cultural
believe him.
practices? No, the cultural practices that are
Oh,
passed down from the
okay.
grandparents and parents. Remember, you're brought up by inside your home, and then you know what I'm saying, you go out and assimilate if you are able to. But clearly, they hold true, to the heart, shitting in the street because they don't have a problem with it if that's what's happening. Now we see a huge problem with that, if
Yeah.
their parents did it,
And for people who say they don't believe me, like I did
Oh, I
before,
believe you, brother.
I'll go live down in Africa Town. That's what it's called here in
Mm-hmm.
Southwest Philly. And I'll go live and I'll show the videos and I'll show the spaces and I'll show you what's actually happening in our city. Because whenever I bring this up, people cut me off and say, "Oh, you're just being xenophobic. You're making shit up." Where my grandma, who lived 4 blocks away from the people, and she helped proliferate that community to where it's at now with other Black Americans. She is witnessing this same community being overrun, being African flags being put up, being called African Town. Tribal people they talk about gangs. We have tribes who are people who are Igbo and people who are Yoruba going at one another here in South. And it's fucking the whole
Hell
community
no.
up.
But that's the thing,
It's
though.
like a mini little West Africa.
Hold on, hold on,
It's
hold on.
insane.
See, hold on. See, let me let
Right.
Native land. I got this other people been waiting. I'm gonna let other people. I'm sorry, y'all, for the people that's been waiting. But go ahead, Native.
Oh,
We
that's it.
gonna
That's
get
it.
you.
If you guys just go on my bio, please sign my petition. If you need a direct
Yeah,
link,
please sign this
I
man.
I'm
will.
gonna sign it, Native. I think I
Yeah,
did
man.
Yeah,
already.
I'm.
Candace, you did. Thank you.
I'm gonna share it
Hey,
on my stories, baby.
can,
Ugh.
can you send it to Candace so Candace can share it to me? Cause I'm gonna forget. Or
Yep,
Candace, can
Yeah,
you?
I will.
I'll
Thank you.
say
Yeah.
I'll share it with you.
Okay. Yeah, cause
Nothing.
man, damn. What's up, Black American Radio? Shit. God damn,
What the
I
fuck
Africa.
is going on?
Y'all bring the
yeah.
fuck shit to America, man.
I have no
That's
idea
fucked
even
up,
what to
man.
The
say.
actual
I'm
shitting in
not.
the streets.
Yeah, and I'm not laughing because there are people is there. It hits different when it's close to home now. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different when you see these people pooping in the middle of the street, pooping in ditches, pooping off bridges. But when you hear my brother come up here and say what he said about in his grandma neighborhood and how people are seeing this and police have been called, that's wild. But go ahead, Black American Radio.